All right, welcome back to Niche Website Case Study video number 3. This is LearnWire, and I'm doing a case study building a website in front of you, showing you the step-by-step process. We're taking you all the way from purchasing your domain to getting hosting to setting up all your backend using WordPress and so forth. Now, in this agenda today, we're going to be installing important plugins, and then we will also be installing a premium paid category plugin, and then we will set up our categories. I probably won't be able to go through like setting up all categories, but I'll do a couple of them, and then you'll understand how it works, and then you can just go ahead and apply that if you are going to build a site out like this. Now, let's jump into plugins real quick. So plugins, as you guys saw in video 2, I'm going to use the Cadence plugin or the Cadence theme, right? It's a free theme, and it also has a premium option that will come with a lot of additional professional features, premium features, if you decide to purchase the upgrade for Cadence. But if you're not doing that, then and if you're not using Cadence, then the needed plugins that you will use, because Cadence does have Cadence blocks, and I'll be installing that. But if you're not using Cadence, which I'm sure there's a very good chance that you're not using the same theme, then you can use Ultimate add-ons for Gutenberg. Again, this is if you're not using the Cadence theme, because this will allow you to do more custom options during the WordPress while you're creating your blog post in the WordPress word editor. You'll be able to apply a lot of different effects and different things. So it gives you a lot of options when you're publishing your blog post. Okay, so I would recommend that one. Also, Short Pixel. Now this costs a minimum of $10 for a certain amount of images, but it'll really carry you for a really long time. There's other ones that you can probably go with, image optimizers that are free, so you can use those free options as well if you would like to, but this one is another good one, Short Pixel. WordFence is for WordPress security. It's free as well, so you can we're going to install that. Rank Math we already installed. You can use Yoast or Rank Math. We're using Rank Math on this site. Okay, so obviously there are probably dozens and dozens of options for all of these, and you're welcome to use those. Just try to vet them out the best you can and make sure they have good reviews and a lot of installs, and you'd be okay to use any of those. But this is just the package that we're going to use in this case study. So these are not needed, but I just want to mention them. WP Rocket, I believe it's like $49 a year for one site, or $100, not sure. But it basically will do a lot of caching, and it will speed up your website and make it a lot more faster. And this is especially important if you are running a big WordPress theme that has a lot of features, or it also is good as your site gets really big and you have 100+ pages on your site. You're going to need to keep up with the speed of your site, and WP Rocket will help you to optimize your site to keep it running at really fast speeds, because that is one of the top ranking factors for a website. For affiliate links, if you want to cloak your links, you can use Thirsty Affiliates or Pretty Links. So I'm not going to get too into that, and we're not going to be really messing with any of these ones today on the not needed list. I just wanted to mention them for you guys. The easy table of contents, this is really nice, especially for long form content. If there's going to be a really long blog post, 3,000 words, then a table of contents is definitely necessary. And this is free, so easy table of contents. So your reader can skip to the areas that they want to go to. And then if you wanted to take it a step further, you can also add on top of that a fixed widget plugin, where you're going to create a table of contents on the sidebar widget of your site and use the fixed widget plugin to help it float as your reader is going down the page. Then they can skip to any part they want to as well. So it can help with the engagement of your site. So let's go jump in real quick and install some of these plugins real fast. So we're in the back end of our site, autodetailingReport.com. We're going to go over, and it's pretty easy. You just go into plugins, and we're going to go to add new. And right over here, I'm going to type in Cadence blocks, and it's right here, Gutenberg blocks by Cadence blocks, page builder features. We can install that right there and activate. Now, keep in mind, if you're using Cadence, they also have a starter pack over there. You can see where you can get themes from them as well. So super good stuff. Here's all the blocks that we actually get. You can upgrade to even more, but you get a bunch of stuff in here as well. Okay, we're going to go over to plugins and add new again. Let's go check out Short Pixel. It's right here, Short Pixel Image Optimizer. We can install this. Okay, once it's done installing, you push the activate button right there, and it's going to look something like this. We can request our key. So we'll just click this and we'll say request key, boom. And right here, we'll say sign up. Okay, so once you go and sign up, you just use, for each site, you can use a new email address. You can only use an email address one time per site. So you can just use a different email address. So I got my, and then immediately it'll give you your API code, and then we'll come in here to Short Pixel, click on it. And I put in the API key, and I'm just gonna leave everything as is, the way that it comes, and we'll just say save changes. So automatically you're going to run in the optimal settings for us right now. Then we're gonna go over to plugins once more. Add new, and I'm going to go WordFence and type in WordFence. WordFence security, firewall, and malware scan. And it's going to be this one right here. Say install, activate, and we already have rank math installed. Okay, so I'm going to also come over here to add plugins, and we may as well easy table of contents, type that in. And we're going to go with this one, install, easy table of contents. So you spend 5 minutes, and then once you're done with this, you don't have to do it again, and your site is ready to go. Now, and we're going to go with fixed widget real quick. And there's a bunch that you can go with right here. Just look for one that says compatible with your version of WordPress. And we're going to go with this first one up here. We're going to activate, and then we're going to go up Pretty Links. We're going to use Pretty Links because Thirsty Affiliates, it does cost $49 for one site. So you can also go with Thirsty Affiliates. Obviously, we're going to go with Pretty Links for this one right here. Install. You know, one thing that I don't like, I'm actually not going to use, we're not going to use Pretty Links. Let's go with Thirsty Affiliates. They may have a free version, but this is untested with our version of WordPress. So any plugins that are not keeping up with WordPress, they have plenty of warnings and news when the newest plugin, the newest WordPress is coming out. So I really like to stay on top of the ones that are actually ahead of the game. So let's go with Thirsty Affiliates. Activate. And last but not least, I believe for the homepage on this site, I am going to need Elementor. And it's going to be right here, Elementor Website Builder, install. We're going to install that as well because I'm going to be creating a custom homepage on this site. I may need this or the premium plugin that we're going to go buy right now may help us with it. So we'll see. We'll see if we need Elementor or not, right? But this will allow you to build your site exactly the way you want to if you need that kind of level. All right, so we've installed that. Now we're back on the dashboard. And when you're done with all that, you can go into plugins and go to installed plugins, and you should be able to see a list of all the plugins. And here we go. So it's going to actually look like this. It's quite a bit of things. There's some things like WordPress importer that we could get rid of. WP Forms Lite we could get rid of. These Siteground ones are going to stay. They optimize your site as well. Actually, there's 3 of them. And that's it. So you have about 15 plugins, and it should pretty much stay that way, other than with the exception of adding WP Rocket in here and so forth. You don't want to have 25 plus plugins. Your site will be slowed down, but these are all pretty necessary. You can determine if you need any of these, or you can just shave them off and not use them if you don't want to. Okay, so we're going to go to this site over here. So it's help for WordPress. I am trying to be an affiliate with them. I signed up. I do not have an affiliate link, but you can go over here and hopefully there'll be a link in the description so you can just take you right to this site. But they make some premium plugins over here. I have a bunch of them, but the one that we're interested in is Featured Images Categories Pro. We're going to click on this one. And what this is going to allow us to do is Featured Images for Categories Pro enables you to add WordPress featured images to categories, tags, and customized taxonomies. You can easily assign a featured image to any category, tag, taxonomy item, and then display the featured images via a widget or shortcode on your site. So this is pretty cool. And we have a single site license, 10 site license, or an unlimited sites annual license. So in this case, I believe we only need the one site right here. So I'm going to purchase this and I'll be right back. Okay, so I set up an account at Help for WP. That is the site that has those premium widgets, the plugins that we need. So you go up through the sign up process, you pay, it was $12 for the year. If there's other ways you can figure out how to do this for less than $12 a year, then that's cool. Or if there's other ideas that you have in order to pull this off, then that is cool too. I'm choosing just to get this plugin to see if it's going to work great for us. So you download the plugin, it's down here. So you do the old-fashioned custom install. You go to upload plugin, and then you actually go to your zip file, upload it. It's installed successfully. Now I just need to paste in my license key and then push activate, and I'll do that right now. This is what the plugin looks like after you install it. And you'll have some plugin settings up here to a number of PX to place around the image when output. So we're going to leave that as standard. Choose the number of columns for the output. You can override this. Columns. I want to go with maybe 5. Choose the registered image size for the output. You can override this. So we have thumbnail. So I'm going to stick with thumbnail. Disable features images on the taxonomies. So I don't know if I don't want tags, but I do want categories. Show featured image on taxonomy management pages. We'll leave the settings the way it is and push save. Okay, so now we're going to set up categories with this plugin. So with the Featured Image Categories Pro, you can go to Getting Started, and then you can do short codes and things like that. But right here, we're going to go to Category Tool and click on that. It's going to take us right to where we are. And this featured image is basically what we're going to be able to do with this, right? So now we want to add a new category. So this first one is going to be Arizona, okay? And I'm just going to do the same one. It's going to be a parent category, and we can put a description in here. Okay, so we have that. We're going to say add new category. Okay, so then we have our category over here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a edit. And once we're inside of here, this is what we paid the money for, is to set a featured image. We can set a featured image right here by clicking on it right here. And we need to go and get a featured image. And I believe it's going to shrink it down to the size we want. So I'm just going to click that. And then what you can do is go over to Canva. And we're just, for now, we're going to look at a YouTube thumbnail to see if that's going to work good on the site. We'll find the right picture dimensions and what's going to look good. But for now, we're going to go with this. Okay. And I'm just going to call this category thumbnails. Okay. And then I'm going to just kind of look through some of their templates over here to see if I can find one that I like. I want one with a big place to put an image of California somewhere. So something like this. And I don't know what color we're going to make the website. I'm just going to go with this color for now. Okay. And then right here, we will switch this out with a different image. I'll come up here to elements and just say Arizona, something like that. And then I also want to go clean car, something like that. Maybe a graphic. And we're just going to pick something to put in here. Position backwards. Get this car. Okay. So that's what we're going to go with for now. And we're going to say download, download, and just download it. Okay. We'll come back over to our site and we'll throw this in, drag and drop. The alt text of this will be, and we'll just say set featured image. So we have our thumbnail in right here and we'll push update. Now I'm going to go through the process, that exact process, rewind the video or just go back and look at how I did all that. I'm going to do a couple more so we can get kind of a map going of what this is going to look like, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so we just updated and created all of our thumbnails. We're going to go back to categories, okay? And we have 5, the first 5 states that we're going to go after, right? And as we add, of course, if we hit every state, there'll be 50 states when we're done. And we're going to try to do them in groups of 5. So these are some really big states right here, besides New Mexico, Texas, one of the most populated states, California as well, and then Colorado and Arizona. So this will definitely keep us busy for a while. It would take a long time to hit all these states, but we're going to stick with these. Now here's the thumbnail. I don't know what this is going to look like when we start building the homepage. I'm not going to do that in this video, but you want to stay tuned to see how this site ends up looking, how the homepage looks, and how we, in the next video, how we start creating content for it. So thank you again for sticking with me all the way through. And if you made it through the first 2 videos and then this 3rd video, congratulations, you're on your way to creating a niche website as well. Now, you don't have to create a website like this. This is actually a pretty unique type of niche website that I'm building. But of course, if you were going to say, if you were going to build a website like camping, right? We're going to do some keyword research and stuff as well. So you want to stick around for that. But it would look a little bit different than this, but for the most part, it's all the same on building a website. It's pretty simple once you get the hang of it. So, the next video, we will be writing and publishing our first post on the site. I guess I should add on here that we will probably be, well, one of the videos we're going to actually need to do keyword research. And then also home page setup. So those are the ones that are going to be coming up. Those are the next big 3 things. Each one of those is probably going to be a video in its own because it's going to be a really long video. So you want to stick around, make sure you subscribe, turn on the notifications, hit that like button so you can get the rest of the videos that I'll be coming out with in this niche building website case study. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.